my goodness. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to get a better picture on my husband's computer than on my computer, so we had to swap. Okay, so what I'm talking about tonight is social media and how I do social media and kind of the research of what I found of how other coaches do it. I kind of look into the top Beachbody coaches and see what they're doing and take notes, and that's kind of how I organize things. So are y'all ready to get started? You want me to just dive in or what? Okay. We'll see if this is a good idea to use my husband's computer because I have to figure it out. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen and we will get into that. And then I need to find Clay. Okay. Here we go. That should work pretty good, right? Okay, so here's the things that I'm covering. This is my tips and tricks of social media. I'll be talking about creating value, what apps I use, posting and how to go about posting, kind of finding the pictures and how and like who you're posting to, I guess. At the end, I'll talk about organizing, what you can do to get yourself organized, and I'll touch on photography and maybe how you, what can help you take a good picture. Okay, so what is the purpose of social media? Everyone goes to Facebook to look up friends, to see what's going on. So what you want to do with your Facebook page is to add value to what people are looking at. You want to build your personal branding, and you want to display purposeful content. So you want to grab people's attention. You want them to be coming back to your page to think, oh, what is Annie talking about today? Or what kind of workout did she do? What is she eating? Because I post a lot about food. So when you kind of think about your Facebook page, I kind of went into our 80-20 rule, right? We talk about living that 80% of a good lifestyle and of a healthy eating, working out, having that healthy lifestyle. And then 20% of the time, you kind of get a little cheat, or that, that cheat meal, not living so clean, I guess you could say, 20% of the time. So for 80% of your posts, if you're thinking about posting 3 to 5 times a day, which is what our goal is to do, 3 to 5 times a day, having a post out there, 80% of your posts is something that is just information for people to read. It's recipes, it's your workouts, it's pictures of your family, it is inspiration, things that will just draw people in. That's 80% of your posts. And then 20% of your post is going to be an invite, whether it is to your 30-day challenge group, the coaching opportunity, so you have like 3 posts a day of recipe, workout, family, and then you throw in a post of your coaching opportunity. And with that, with your free stuff of info and recipes, it's going to tie into your invite to a challenge group, which is your free group, if that makes sense. So your normal everyday stuff is your 80%, and you're going to throw in a free group like the clean eating group, or some people have done like just a free nutrition or Shakeology group. Stuff like that is going to tie into your everyday stuff. It's stuff you're giving away normally, and then it's going to draw those people into your free group, which you will then draw into your challenge groups, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm wording that right, but in my head, that makes sense. So I'll move on in case that's confusing. Okay, these are the apps that I like to use. And thanks to Ashley, one of Ashley's videos that she's done, I know now how to do this little thing where you can group all of your apps together. So I have a little social posts square within my phone. And lately I have liked to do Rona. It costs, I think, $1.99. It's not a free one, but I use it every single day. and I would say that it is worth $1.99 because I get so much out of it. Another one that I just started using is Snapseed. I think that might cost as well. That is because of my husband, who is a photographer and filmmaker. He has a lot of side jobs, but so he recommended Snapseed because you could kind of, it's a good way of editing a picture. Like with Facebook, if you just put a picture in Facebook, you can't really edit it. You can have a few filters, but you can't really like perfect a picture if you're trying to get like the right lighting or something. So Snapseed will help you do that. There's also some blemish control if you've got something going on someday or a little under eye baggage. Snapseed is good for that too. Now, there's also for videos, I've liked Splice and Replay as my top 2 video apps. Pick Play Post is a good one because you can put a picture in with a video and kind of make a little collage deal going on. So those are kind of my main apps that I like to use. And it's really just your preference, whatever you feel comfortable with. There's so many apps out there. So just kind of, I've had so many come and go. If I stop using one, I delete it just to make some room on my phone, and I move on to the next app, whatever I'm liking. Something else that I wanted to touch on is Google Keep. Just it's a way that I found recently to organize my posts. And let me see if I can go into where it was. If you go in, I can try to, let me see. Like I said, it's my husband's computer, but so I go onto my Google, and Google has all of these wonderful little programs I had no idea existed. But I found Google Keep, and this was because of a coach I watched on YouTube, and she uses this. And so it gave me an idea. You can go on here, and I just will copy some posts that I see. I start typing my own ideas if I have an idea for a post, and it saves it like little Post-it notes all together. And you can even color code a post. You know, I can make this one blue, and so all of my challenge group invites for the week are going to be blue. I know to go in, look for my blue stuff, copy and paste, and that is going to be like an easy go-to to make posting easier. So I'm a big, you know, fake it till you make it person. I like to copy and paste other people's ideas all the time. If you've seen your stuff in my news feed, in my page, thank you for letting me borrow your posts. I do that all the time. You are welcome to use any of my stuff. So it goes on and on and on. I just want to show you Google Keep because it's a pretty good resource. You can also download this app onto your phone. So if you're typing here, the instant as you are typing it here and you exit, it automatically goes to your app on your phone. So if you have a picture on your phone, editing it, and you're like, oh, I need it on my computer though, because Google has this and this. Well, it's all on your phone. You can go to your app, copy and paste it from there, and add your picture from there. If that makes sense. Okay.
Hey guys, real quick, if you're not muted, if you wouldn't mind just muting yourself, that'd be awesome.
Thanks. Okay. I tend to ramble, you guys, so if I'm just like blah, 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 give me a little sign so I can do something. I was telling Laura earlier that I'm used to talking to a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old all day long. I'm not used to grown-up talk. So bear with me, please. Okay, so some photography tips. Like I said, my husband is a photographer and a filmmaker. So he likes to tell me what to do sometimes, or he'll come home and be like, what did you post today? Like that was not a good picture, or something like that. So I try to listen and learn, and this is the things that he tells me. So you want good lighting, and your best lighting is going to be natural light. Natural light is your friend. Go find a window in your house. I have a lot of pictures that I stock up. I'll take a bunch of selfies and I put those aside and use those as a lot of posts, like when you add a little quote or something, because the sunlight from a window for some reason is really good. And if you're outside, it's actually better to go outside like on a cloudy day than on a bright sunshiny day, or to be standing in the shade than in direct sunlight. So if you're looking for like a good picture, kind of look for shade and clouds. Actually, is better than sunshine. So that's going to help you get a clear, crisp picture. And something to think about is even on your phone. Is your lens on your phone clean, or is it got your little kids like sticky, fruit snack fingers on it? So clean up your phone. And I like to say, keep it real. I do edit some of my pictures with like the lighting or a filter, but I personally don't like to go and like smooth out. I have a lot of freckles, but I don't go over and like cover up all my freckles, or I don't know. Keep it real. Let everyone know who you are, because if you see them on the street, they're gonna be like, "I saw you, and you don't look like that." So,
Winnie, sorry to interrupt. This is Laura. I think the screen is white, and I know you have slides for this one.
oh,
I don't know if I don't know why it's white.
is it white for everybody?
Yeah, I think for Raquel as
Yeah.
well. So maybe like I don't know if Google, if like the Google Keep, I don't know, because I know you have slides for it.
Yes. Okay. If I'm back.
Yeah, maybe try again to share.
Okay. Yeah. Oh dear. Are you also there?
Yeah.
Okay. I've lost you. So I'm trying to see now where to speak. Okay, whoever has a Mac, how do you find things when you make them go away?
You can like swipe in one of the corners. It depends on what it's set for, but you can swipe in the bottom left.
Swiping and swiping.
Shut up. Husband.
There they are. I can't find them.
Swipe in the bottom left, and sometimes it brings stuff up.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Where did they? Oh, there you are.
Can I just say I'm like super excited about Google Keep, like downloading it right now.
Do it. It does wonders for organization. I love it.
All those Google Drop, like I just can't wait to go look and see what they are.
Yeah, there's lots. Like I'm doing this presentation on Google Slides because my computer doesn't have PowerPoint. Apparently my computer is like from the Stone Ages. I don't know.
Probably.
Okay, so I'm going back to my presentation. Oh. Okay. Oh dear. Exit full screen. Share my screen. Share. Okay. Presentation. Do y'all see that?
Yes. It's there.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Again, I have a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old. Okay, so we have good lighting, clear, crisp picture, keeping it real, keep things eye-catching, colorful, and simple. I think it's good to show like what's going on in your house. Like my market is to busy moms, boys, boy moms, and so I don't need to like clean up my house to have a picture taken. But at the same time, if you're like having a picture of food, I don't suggest like having your plate on your counter with sippy cups and dirty dishes, and because that's not your focus. Unless your post is about that, have at it. But if you're saying, look how yummy my my zoodles are, and they're so green and beautiful looking with this tomato sauce, but yet there's like this mess all around it, I would not have it that way for my picture. So just keep it simple. You want to focus on what you're posting about in the picture. And then for ad wording, you want to put, I would like to put pictures with words if it benefits what you're saying up in your texted post. So like if I'm just going to put up a quote, I prefer to have my picture so that my face is there and people are scrolling through with the quote, and then I'll put the quote up in the text or something about the quote that way they can relate it and they'll see my picture and see the quote. I don't know, so they can kind of remember it maybe, or just know that that's me, not just another picture scrolling through. Sometimes if I get too wordy, that's something that my husband comes home and says, why did you put all that on your picture? But again, to each their own, right? Okay, here is maybe a good one I got from a top coach. Again, I wish I remembered who this was. She was blonde, but I don't remember who. It was in one of our groups. It might have been the Diamond group I got this off of, a video. So I say timing is everything. You want to know your market. Who are the people that you're talking to? Here's an example of a timeline that you can think about when you want to post during the day. And I say over here, this is kind of trial and error. Think about your market and experiment. So 6 to 10 a.m. is a good time to just be positive for the day. Depending on how early you get up or how early your market is when you want to put up a quote or something inspirational or show your workout and say, you know, yes, I did it today, you can too, kind of thing. Just something positive and uplifting. And then from 12:30 to 1:30, if people are on their lunch break, they might be scrolling through and want to be involved and answers a question you've posted, have some interaction, some involvement on your timeline. It'll get it up in people's news feed for the rest of the afternoon when people have interacted on it. And then if you think about 3:30 to 5, maybe, you know, moms are picking up their kids from school, people are getting off of work, they're sitting in traffic. You want to post it as quick thinking, you want to read it, like it, move on, just some little tidbit of information for the day. Nothing too, like, if you're sitting in traffic, you know, people have to like read through your paragraph of what you have to say for the day. And then from 6 to 7, it's dinner time. People have food on the brain. They're going out for dinner. They're thinking about what they want to cook. All that kind of stuff is a good time for a recipe, food and nutrition. And then 8 to 10, this again, it might depend on your market. You might have to experiment about the 8 to 10 o'clock window and when you want to have an important post, a call out, a group invite. I've recently have had success on doing a really late invite post. I guess people are laying down, going to bed, and they decide just to flip through Facebook one more time. And that's kind of a good time. I get a lot of messages, you know, private messages back at that time at night. So people are on Facebook late at night. So that might be a good time to do a call out and invite. Okay. Sure. I think one more thing before I get into my own posts. This is kind of the who and what. A reminder for your Facebook page is to make it public. If you have pictures, albums, someone I saw on YouTube today advised, make it public, but if you don't want people to see your old albums of your family or your vacations, get those off of Facebook or block people from seeing it. But what you have on your page needs to be public for people to come in, say, you know, oh, my friend Miranda was talking about this girl, Annie. I'm going to go look at her and what she's about. But all my stuff is private. She's going to have no idea what I do. So make it public so people know who you are when they come to visit you. Share your journey. 3 easy things that are 3 automatic posts during the day. If you're struggling with what to do, you're getting your workout in, that's a post, either before, after, or during. Your personal development, if you're doing stuff for, you know, our to-do list, personal development is on there. And nutrition. What if you're, you know, going by a challenge group or you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle, one of your meals during the day has to be nutritious and healthy and probably clean eating. So that's a post. That's something that you can post about right there. Again, you'll be focusing on your market. Who are you talking to? When you think about your wording, talk to those busy moms, talk to those, you know, overworked people at the 9-to-5 job, and then be consistent. It is really important to keep those posts 3 to 5 times a day so that people don't think you've just fallen off the face of the earth and that you're not doing what you're doing anymore. I was really sick the last few days. My sons have been really sick last week. But I had some backup posts ready to go. I had pictures in back down in my photo album that I was able to just pull up and put an old post with. Even just on Friday when I think I was like asleep all day long, I still just made some sick posts like I'm still here, don't forget about me kind of a post. So be consistent. Don't ever leave Facebook. I know I'm really bad about it on the weekends because Saturday is like a big full-time family day, but I'm trying to get better about Saturdays. So try to be consistent every single day, 3 to 5 times a day. Okay, so this is here about me. I rambled on too long before, so I'm going to try to hurry about myself. So this is how I look at my Facebook page about my posts. I'm a mom. I'm specifically sometimes talking to boy moms. I'm into healthy eating, clean eating, which brings me over to my Annie Cheats. I'll talk about. I'm, trying to do better into fitness. I like the at-home workouts, something quick and easy because, again, I'm a mom. And then I also like to see things on Facebook that are motivation. I try to provide that as well. So those are things that I'm looking for and that I want to post about as well. So I found, I think I got an idea from another coach to do my own kind of hashtag to keep when I have a great idea or when I have a meal or something I want to talk about, I tag it. So whenever someone clicks on Annie Cheats hashtag, Facebook or Instagram will take them to all of my posts. I chose a name that really is not out there. If you click on Annie Cheats somewhere, you're just going to really see my posts of what I've talked about for food. That's what I've talked about so far. So that's an idea. If you're looking for something to create yourself apart from other people, think of a hashtag or a line or something that's going to hold, separate you from other people. I have a lot of success with my Annie Cheats, whether people are liking what I'm posting or they're just private messaging for my recipes or asking what I'm doing. Annie Cheats has been a big, I don't know the word for it, but people have been attracted to Annie Cheats. So that's something to think about for yourself. Here's an example that I started. Here's an idea about starting your post. You want to start with a attention grabbing phrase or something at the beginning to, hey mom, I want a snack. And then you kind of start with Annie Cheats. Just kind of started a blog style almost and included a recipe. But again, look at my picture. You can see the yummy food. It's got my kids' hands in it. And it has on here, I put a little text about what that picture is about so you can see as it relates to the text over on the side. This is something I haven't done a whole lot about, but I've compared, McDonald's to my own homemade sandwich, and then I made a little post about that. I had a good reaction to this. People that normally don't like my stuff like stuff like that. And then this goes to my family. A lot of likes from this one because I included my kids. I talk about, this is kind of like the beginning of my coaching journey, where we were and all this kind of stuff. And then this is talking about, so this was, I just set up a camera and was like, okay, kids, let's take some pictures. Because this is going to get me a post about, challenging times working at home with the kids, but getting it done. And hey, by the way, it's a Beachbody payday, woohoo. So I had people like this post that don't normally like my post again. I don't know if that makes sense. This is a post that started a lot of conversation. It was just kind of like, here's my Shakeology. Don't I look cute today? I'm in a hurry, getting my superfoods in. That had some good reaction too. That was people that normally do it. This is something that I do a lot, especially lately maybe. I get my own picture and I've gone into Google and I've searched for inspirational quotes or motivation Monday or, workout, inspire, fitness coach, whatever. and I get little quotes, and I'll take my picture and just insert that quote on there. So if you go to Google, you would expect, hey, maybe Annie's picture's on there, kind of thing. You know, it's kind of this has gone into a Transformation Tuesday post and getting into a challenge group. But I look at Pinterest and I Google ideas. I Google different quotes. I search other Beachbody coaches. I search 30-day challenge group. I search coach ideas. I search Beachbody inspiration. And I kind of, take other ideas off of online. I'll put a little filter over me and put a little quote over there. This is a picture that my husband took. But like I said, try to get like some fitness pictures or just, like you happy pictures and get those stocked up so you can use them on a rainy day. Okay, good timing. So to get organized, I have tried my best to put things on a calendar, and I'm going to show you mine if it kind of shows up. Okay, so I'll talk about this first. So we're going to set a calendar, plan your month, even plan your week to the day, like how many posts you're going to get, what you're going to be posting about. It makes it so much easier to get things written down ahead of time than scrambling. That way you have like some go-to posts, and then you can add in some little everyday life posts. And that makes it so easy to get in your 3 to 5 a day. Like I said, I use Google Keep, old-fashioned pen and paper, and I stock up on pics. So let's see if I can, like if you look at my calendar, it's a mess, but I have on here like when I'm posting for challenge group, when I'm posting for my clean eating group. I have, qualify for diamond retreat. I just have like everything just written out on a calendar. And then if you go to like the daily part for this week, so tomorrow's the 18th, I've already written out, like every day I have already written down 1 to 5 post ideas so that I can already be like on my game. So this next week we have the coach opportunity stuff happening. So every day I've made a point, like remember, talk about coaching opportunity. We have the event this week. And then aside from that, I just have inspirational. I have workout posts, Thirsty Thursday, like don't forget those things are happening. So on my day to day, I know that that's there. And then, that's kind of how I get my stuff organized. Plus I just have a little notebook where I can jot all my ideas down and take notes and that kind of thing. So how did I do? What did y'all think? Yeah.
So good. I think you're like the most prepared posting wise like I've ever like encountered.
Well, I try because posting is so hard sometimes.
Yes. I would have to say like that was the toughest thing for me and probably a ton of coaches. So you definitely have it down to a T. So yeah, awesome call. I loved it. Google Keep. Google Keep is where it's at.
Yeah, for real. It helps you stay organized. If you can stay ahead of the week, I don't do this every week, I really try, but if you can stay ahead of yourself, there's no way that you should miss at least 3 posts a day.
Yeah. I agree to like pre-plan. And I love the ideas that you have on making it super artistic, because you and your husband are just like super fancy pants about the artistic stuff. Like I am so inspired by everything that you post. I'm like, man, I wish I was that creative.
Oh gosh.
You're like, I feel like you're just on a different level when it comes to like catching people's visual attention with your pictures, which is super, super important. So I struggle with that too. Like, I feel like I can't figure out what to put on my pictures when it comes to words. So I just don't do it. And when I do, it's like, I don't know. You're so good. I love it.
So go Google your inspirational thought, Google whatever you're thinking, and go to images. Once you've Googled it, you click on images, and you're going to get a ton of ideas from that. If you're on Rona, on the app that costs $1.99, they have already made little phrases for you.
# worth it.
Yes. I'm telling you, fake it till you make it. Raquel says all the time, work smarter, not harder. that is my everyday. You got to figure out how to get those little things in there. Plus, like using my husband for things, as my little guinea pig for workouts, or like people love it when I give him a hard time on Facebook. So if you have a way to like use somebody, not make fun of them in a mean way, of course, but he's always he's always up for it. But using someone like your husband or a boyfriend or a friend, it pulls attention for other people to see your stuff as well, and tagging them in it.
I agree. I feel like adding your family, your spouse in as like an item, or as not an item, sorry, that's bad. As like adding a component, like a husband component, I feel like I get really good responses to posts, because I think sometimes people wonder if I'm still married just because everything's about me and my daughter, because I stay home with her. So it's just kind of like my default. So whenever I do throw my husband in the mix of all my posts, people are like, oh, okay, so she is married. Oh, I actually had someone message me today and they're like, how long have you been married? I just saw your engagement photos. I'm like, oh, let me talk about that. So I think adding a spouse, a significant other, your mom, your dad is a very good way to bring in attention.
Yeah, it kind of broadens who's looking at your pictures.
It was so good. There were so many takeaways. I feel like the app was really good. The Annie Cheats hashtag, creating your own hashtag. What a good idea. You guys should all create your own hashtag tonight. I'm going to call mine Corey Won't Go to Sleep hashtag. But that's a great idea. And you bring such a good perspective. We constantly talk about how good your social media is. Like, your ears are probably on fire because we talk about you all the time. You have such good social media. And a fabulous husband to come home and tell you when you're doing it wrong, which is nice. Caleb is the opposite. He's like, for real, another picture?
No, I'll be like, I need you to take some pictures of me because I'm running out of like some good like stock photos, and like, well, the light's already gone, we can't do it today, or like, I don't know.
I love it. I had to get a tripod. That became
our tripod, the Gorilla thing broke, so.
That's
Leaning up against squeeze. Yeah. Any other questions about that? I feel like I maybe didn't touch enough on my stuff. Like, I know y'all always comment, and I get personal messages all the time about people liking my posts. But I'm like, I don't know. Like,
I'm just going to start stealing your post.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Done.
I've probably stolen yours.
Team.
Right.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Annie. I thought it was awesome. Loved it. So definitely going to post a recording. And then just reminders that we have the coach sneak peek. It's open. There's a post already waiting for people. So don't feel like you can't add them to the group. You're more than welcome to add. And then we'll start officially on Tuesday. But really, I think we'll have a video in tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So we're excited about the 3-day sneak peek. It's kind of like a live event, except that it's expanded over the 3 days. And so just add people in. And then the only other thing I would say is that be engaged too. So if you add somebody in, sometimes people aren't familiar with how groups are. You might want to like tag them in the comment, or if you see that nobody has commented on a post, maybe you comment just to get the ball rolling, just like we do in our live event. I think that will be really helpful. Cool. Anything else to add? No? Okay, well, y'all have a good night, and we will see you in the sneak peek. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.